So do I go ahead and read it? Okay. So how did you get the idea of the next generation researchers?
Well, Lillian, it started about 10 years ago when we were doing some research for the 50th anniversary of the JFK murder on November 22nd, 1963. It was a cold, we started looking at the inaugural address of John Kennedy because John Kennedy was president, and there's a real dream in America at that time. And it was a cold and snowy day back in D.C. on the inaugural day, back on January 20th, 1961. And yet there was a different America at that time. And at that time, Kennedy said this: let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans. Born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by hard and bitter peace, proud of their ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit to show slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed, and to which we are committed today at home and around the world. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, and meet any hardship to support any friend, oppose any foe, and to assure the survival of success of liberty. I was thinking about, boy, we needed those words then 10 years ago, and we need them even more today. So I started a podcast with my students called Next Generation Researchers, based on some of the beliefs that John Kennedy exposed to the United States on his inaugural day.
So it was Mr. Kennedy who inspired you to create this.
Oh, yes, Lillian, yes.
So speaking about the Kennedys, you recently went to one of his rallies in the area, correct?
Yes, I was able to go to the rally in Bastrop yesterday. It was very exciting, had a well received, and we're going to talk a little bit about that more today.
Could you explain what he was like?
Oh, he was very engaging, personable, very much like he's okay. If you think of a typical politician, he's probably the antithesis of any typical politician. He would be the type of person you'd probably like to have over your house, talk to, or stuff like that. Although he comes from a very wealthy family that's been very powerful in politics for many years, he makes you feel very comfortable, very humble, and it would be somebody that you could easily talk to, whether you be an adult like myself or a student like yourself.
What do you mean?
He was different. He truly appears to care about people and care about things. Very few people have that sense of aura or ability to get their points across as well as he does, because he was talking about how hard it was for to get through student loans and stuff like this. And all of a sudden you forget that he was a politician, but he was just like a regular parent with real concerns. Now, let me ask you this question. I have a couple of questions here. Lillian, what is your dream? What would you like to do?
My ultimate dream in the end is I want to earn my law degree and become a lawyer.
Okay. And do you have a dream nowadays that eventually you would like to own your own home?
Yes, because I believe owning my own home would be a lot more cheaper than renting a specific home.
Yeah, and rent and home prices around here in Austin. Explain to one of the largest costs of going to college is just to try to get a dorm or to rent. And today, how does that concern you when it goes to college and you're looking at 4 years of college and 3 years of law school? What student loans end up looking at to you?